Welcome to this tutorial on Schema Suggestions in MongoDB Atlas. In this video, we'll go over what Schema Suggestions are, where to find them, and how they can help you make the most out of MongoDB's document model. In MongoDB, your schema is the architecture of your data, which includes your collections, indexes, and documents. In Atlas, Schema Suggestions provide you with actionable advice on how your schema could be improved, why you should make these changes, and links to in-depth resources on how to go about refactoring your data model. Atlas does this by intelligently scanning your logs and metadata in real time to detect anti-patterns, or indications that you may not be modeling your data in the most efficient way possible. We worked closely with MongoDB experts and our support team to identify these anti-patterns by analyzing common data modeling behavior used by customers moving from relational databases to MongoDB. These anti-patterns are used to generate schema suggestions to enable you to take full advantage of the flexibility MongoDB offers as a document database. Let's get started. Here you can see that I have a few clusters, including an M10 cluster named Demo. First, let's take a look at the cluster's detail page. To see if we have any schema suggestions, let's go to the Performance Advisor tab. Note that the Performance Advisor is only available for M10 or higher clusters. The Performance Advisor is an optimization tool that surfaces intelligent recommendations based on real-time analysis of your cluster. Schema Suggestions are its latest functionality enhancement, located on the new tab right beside Index Suggestions. These two features work in tandem to help improve your application performance. Indexes provide a more immediate impact by optimizing query execution on a collection level, while Schema Suggestions offer ways to improve your underlying data architecture and query patterns. The Performance Advisor is designed to give you a cluster-wide, holistic view of your database performance and is most useful for applications in production containing many collections. This is because Atlas scans your slowest and most active collections to generate schema suggestions. Suggestions are recalculated every time you load the Performance Advisor, meaning you may not see the same result with every page refresh. However, if the anti-patterns detected are persistent, the same suggestions should appear every time you load the page. As you can see, my schema could be in better shape as I have 5 different suggestions. Let's take a look at the third one, labeled Avoid Using Unbounded Arrays in Documents. One of the issues is that we have arrays with over 10,000 entries detected in the collections scanned. I can see that this issue was detected in one collection of my database, and if I click on this namespace, I would be redirected to the collections view in Atlas, where I can see the documents in that collection. Under the Why Do It section, we learn the importance of avoiding unbounded arrays, because they can have a high performance cost. And by clicking Learn How to Fix This Issue, we're directed to the MongoDB Atlas docs. Now let's check those docs out. As you can see, we provide in-depth content for each schema suggestion, starting with an overview section where you can learn more about the anti-patterns and benefits of changing your schema. Next, the example section shows you a before and after comparison, and the Learn More section at the bottom has links to more resources, including data modeling best practices, tutorials, and MongoDB University courses. Now, if you need some more help after reading the docs, this Chat with an Expert button on the bottom right will take you to our support page. You might be thinking, this is great, but I have a new feature that I'm working on and I don't see that collection listed here. Is there a way to get schema suggestions for a single collection? Well, the answer is yes. We also offer schema suggestions in the collections view of your cluster. So let's take a look by clicking into that tab. The Collections view offers lots of useful tools when you're actively building out parts of your application, including information on indexes and an aggregation pipeline builder. The best part is that it's available for all Atlas clusters, so you can test it out on your free tier dev environment. You'll see we have a few collections here with schema suggestions. Notice the layout of the schema suggestions. are the same as in Performance Advisor. However, they're specific to document-level suggestions, as we're in the context of a single collection. Now, if you don't see any schema suggestions in Performance Advisor or in the collections view, it just means that our sampling of your schema didn't trigger any of our current suggestions. Although, if you're hungry for schema advice, feel free to refresh the page to try again, or check out our blog series on data modeling best practices and schema anti-patterns, linked in the description below. Thanks for taking the time to learn about schema suggestions in MongoDB Atlas. Feedback is always welcome. You can submit your ideas and feature requests at feedback.mongodb.com. If you'd like to learn more and see the most up-to-date list of all our schema suggestions, visit our documentation linked in the description below. Have a great day.